So I wanted to make a video to provide you a little bit with my insights on what's happening in the sky. Um, I would start by saying that I'm using Kala, which is an astrological Vedic astrology software, which I will link below. Um, I have to admit I don't know all its functionalities because I am using some of them, and others not at all. But for what we need here, I will just have to settle for what I know. So, this is the sky today, here where I am. This is where planets are positioned, right? And some points, some mathematical calculations are placed. If you go back to yesterday, you will see that these points here have switched signs, right? So Rahu, or the north node, was in Leo, and Ketu, or the south node, was in Aquarius. Now today they move signs. To me, that is very important. I can feel the shift between these nodes. I can feel how energy is going towards more the Cancerian realm and the Capricorn one. So what I mean by that, K2 is the point we are familiar with. We are doing this thing, each and every one of us, and the planet and everything that exists on this earth is doing K2. We are doing it. We are doing it as we know better, which is not always ideal, right? We are doing something because we are set up to do it this way. Now, as you can see, it moved in Capricorn, and it is with Saturn. Saturn is the owner, let's say, of Capricorn. Let's say he's in his own castle, right? Saturn feels good in Capricorn. It is, he can be his lazy, pathetic, sick self in there, right? Now, with Ketu joining, you might be feeling yourself going towards an energy that sort of understands and accepts human pain and human grossness and human being as pathetically beautiful as they are. So what I see for this conjunction, which will take place for like another 18 months or so, I think we could expect a sort of an awareness on the suffering of people, and an acceptance also. As I was saying, Saturn is, he's okay in his own house. I'm thinking about this as the Hermit card a little bit, from the tarot. This might be a year and a half of deeper understandings of life as it is. Um, Working towards accepting that there's limitations, there's disease, there's death around us. I can see this energy as somebody who is maturing at the level that they are, right? I don't want to make this video too long, so I will just give some ideas to people and then you will take them or leave them. All right. Now, on the other side, on the opposite side, there's Rahu in Cancer. Cancer is the sign of the moon. Well, it's never good news when you associate Rahu with the moon, ever. Rahu is something that we have no clue how to do. It is a point that is very frightening. It's the unfamiliar. It's something maybe we touched on during our lives, but without too much conviction. So how I would see this playing out in the society is that coming from this point where we understand life on a much deeper, more real level, we might not always understand how to react. We might have like disproportionate reactions and sort of bursts of either very beautiful understanding of human emotion or the contrary. Or in the face of this maturation, we might just shut down. Rahu means delaying things, blocking things. So I'm thinking that this will be a year and a half where we just know somewhere at a deep level that there is work to be done, and that maybe at some times in our life we might not want to or can give too much importance to what we really feel. It can be quite the ride from the way I see it, right? What is very interesting to me is that in another 2 days, in another 2 days, Jupiter, which you were seeing here in the sign of Scorpio, is also moving signs, and he is going into his own home. Of course, any of us and any planet, they feel at home when they are home. So they're happy, they can function better. So all this struggle that we were seeing here beginning, it's not necessarily a struggle, but to me it feels like certainly a change. It's gonna be somehow taking place in a realm of Jupiter. Now Sagittarius, the male sign of Jupiter, the way I see it, is a focused ideal or idea, something that we simply know that we have to do in order to evolve and to grow. And so when we have this consciousness of having to do something in a conscious manner in order to mature, and we have the idea, that the focus, the laser idea of where we want to go, there might be instances in the next quite a few months where we might have doubts, where we don't know how to do it, what we feel about it, if this is right, this is wrong. So, you know, the Jupiter and the Saturn are the furthest away planets. They are the slower moving ones. And so, I feel like in the face of so much weight, of so much slow movement and attention to maybe details and attention to don't go astray on different paths, we might not always feel at ease with all this struggle. It's not a bad struggle, but it is a path where we simply know that we have to do something. And maybe depending on your chart, that something would be different from where you've done before or not, right? So another thing that gets my attention with regards to even a further planet is Uranus deeping its tail back to Aries, where it's been like for like the last, I don't know how many years. And then he will stay in Aries another 4 months, and then he will go to Taurus. So Uranus is also preparing to move signs in an important matter from the me, from the head, from the loneliness of a path that he sees needs a bit of a jolt, to more of what do I really need. Taurus is the sign of Venus. So, to not make this video too long, I'm just going to say that I feel that there's a change brewing. A more mature individual who knows what they want and what they need from their journey. And that this implies that sometimes we might not even know if that's right or not, but there's still this safety in this path, and this Uranus here and linked to the sign of what we need. To me, it says that yes, we can do it. We can navigate this period in a way where we can expect some surprises, we can expect some discomfort, emotional especially, but we do have our path, and we do know that, for better or for worse, we are gonna stick to it and see where it leads us, right? That there might be moments where we could sort of feel a bit not at ease with what's happening. I was trying to find here another point, but I'm not gonna look for it because it's much further. At one point these three planets will interact, and that might get a little bit messy. you know, Pluto is the planet that, you know, wakes something up in our consciousness in a way that is similar to the atomic bomb. And we might not see it that way, but um, you know, it will be that way, and I'm gonna explain this in other videos. So yeah, what I want to say is that I can feel this change of energy where um, yeah, we are going into a realm where our emotions might be quite unsettled. We don't necessarily know how we feel about some stuff, but we keep plowing at it because it feels, you know, it feels right. It feels like we have to do it no matter what. Um, yeah, I hope this was helpful, and I will get back to you with more videos very soon. Bye.